Tax season doesn't have to look like this, or feel like this. Let go of the misconception that only the rich don't pay tax. I show average people how to save thousands every single year. I'm Tiana, checking in with Gold Star Tax Service, and I teach you how to be stress-free around tax time. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell. What's going on, you guys? It is Tiana checking in with Gold Star Tax Service. And you guys have been waiting for this video for a very long time. My apologies, but we're gonna get right into it, okay? I'm going to probably break this W-4 video up into like two different parts. I want to explain how the W-4 and taxes work before I show you how to fill it out, okay? Basically, how it works is at the end of the year, you're either going to meet somewhere in the middle with your taxes where you don't get anything back, but you don't owe, okay? Which is always a good thing too. Where you owe a little bit, or you owe a lot, or you get a little bit back, or you get a lot back, okay? So I'm going to break it down for you so that you clearly understand how it works. Now, despite what people may think, taxes is what you did or didn't pay at the end of by the time the end of the year comes, okay? It's not just this free money that you get, okay? It's what you did or did not pay, okay? So if you paid too much, you overpaid. If you didn't pay enough, you underpaid. I want you guys to take a look here at this tax refund, okay? This is page 2 of the 1040. This is this line that everybody looks to find out what they're getting back from the IRS once they get a refund, right? Now, people don't really understand what a refund is. If you look at this line where it shows you how much you're getting back, this says on line 20, the amount you overpaid, which means that you were only expected to take out so much taxes, but you overpaid, so now they have to refund it to you, okay? Now, people think that this line does not say overpay. They think that it says, how much am I getting back because my tax preparer is the bomb and she got me the most? And that's not what that line says. It means that you overpaid in taxes and they're going to give you the balance that you overpaid. And that's why right underneath that, you can see that you're going to get a refund, okay? And that takes me to this next section where it shows the amount you owe because you underpaid, okay? So if you underpay, now you owe and you have to pay back the taxes that you did not pay. So for example, if you go exempt, you underpaid and now this is the amount that you owe, okay? All because you see your check stubs showing that something's coming out, that doesn't necessarily mean that was federal taxes, okay? It could have been state taxes, it could have been Social Security or Medicare. Another huge point that I do want to make before I continue with this video is that people are not taking enough taxes out because they're filling out one W-4 at one job and they're not accounting for all their other income, okay? So I'm going to break that down a little more and explain that better in part 2 of the video, but I just wanted to put that out there that it's not just about that one W-4 and that one job. Taking taxes out has to do with your whole income overall, the income that you're claiming at the end of the year on your tax refund. How much taxes were taken out of that determines whether you overpaid or underpaid. Okay, so if you do your W-4 the way that it's supposed to be done, that means that you are going to break even. You don't get a refund at the end of the year, but you don't owe anything. You paid exactly the taxes that you were supposed to pay based off your income throughout the entire year, okay? If that is done correctly, that means you're going to break even. Now, depending on what your preference is, if you want a balance at the end, if you don't want a balance at the end, if you are one of those people that just feel like, okay, I don't want to get a lot back, I want to owe at the end of the year, I want to, keep all my money, I don't want to pay them anything when I get my paycheck, I'll deal with it later, then you will go exempt, okay? Now, going exempt, some people may have a whole bunch of kids and credits that they can write off that will offset that balance, but if you're not one of those people, you just expect to pay at the end of the year if you go exempt. And you would do that on the W-4 on line 4C, and you will write the word exempt under line 4C on the W-4, okay? So again, you are not going to get anything back. You are going to owe a lot of money at the end of the year if you go exempt, because that means they didn't take any federal taxes out of your refund, okay? Now, if you want to keep a little, but you want to pay a little type of thing, then that means that you will take out only a little, okay? Now that can be done on line 4B of the W-4, or you can add more money to step 3 where you would like put the dependent. So basically you would just keep a little and you would pay a little, and then you guys are even, you just move on, okay? But you're not expecting so much back. You're just going to pay them a little more. So you're not expecting anything back. You're just going to pay them a little bitty balance at the end of the year, okay? Now, if you want a refund, okay? Now, if you're somebody that wants a refund, whether it's big or small, if you want a small refund, what you would do is on line 4C, you would add a little extra income on that line. Now, whatever income that you put there, let's say it's $500 or so, they're going to divide that $500 out of all of your paychecks. So if you get paid monthly, you'll have 12 paychecks. If you get paid like bi-weekly, you have 26 paychecks. So that $500 you're asking them to withhold for you, it's going to be divided throughout all the paychecks. So you're asking them to withhold a little more, so at the end of the year you can get a small amount back. Now, if you're somebody that wants a big refund at the end of the year, like a large lump sum at the end of the year, then you would add extra withholdings. After you filled it out correctly, you will add extra withholdings to line 4C that will be divided among each paycheck, that they will be taking out extra money, and then you overpaid and now you're entitled to a refund, okay? I do want to explain something about expecting a big refund at the end of the year. Because you overpaid, okay? So you may be expecting that. But the thing is with these W-4s, which I'm going to break down in part 2 of this video, is that people are not calculating all their income, okay? They're just going off that one job. They're filling out a W-4 at each job, and it's not calculating their income as a whole, okay? So with that being said, let's say that you paid a whole lot in tax. I mean, you let them hold a whole lot of taxes and you're expecting that big refund, but you have other income that is not being taxed on. Your refund can get eaten up by the other income that you have that you're not paying taxes on. So just be careful with that. You're giving them a loan and you may not get it back if you want this big refund, unless the W-4 is done correctly for all your income at each job that you work at, okay? Or interest income. I do hope this helped you. I do want you to stay tuned for part 2 that will be uploaded, because I'm going to for sure break down in the simplest way possible how to fill it out to where you're putting the right amounts for all your income, what not to do at one job versus the next job, if you're married filing jointly, and so on and so forth, okay? So if you have any feedback, if I left something out, or if you like this video, share with a friend or comment down below and let me know what you thought. And that is it, and that is all. This is Tiana, and I am checking out.